of height.
Welcome, Scorpio, to my temple, to the temple of tarot, astrology, and yoga. My name is Ava, and I'm going to be your oracle for the month of November 2025. This is an Astro tarot forecast, which is designed for you, Scorpio, if your sun, moon, or rising is Scorpio. I wanted to say thank you very much, everyone, for your generous messages and kind support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for liking the video if you do like it. And thank you for whatever financial support you can give. I very much appreciate it. I've been here on YouTube for 9 years or so, and I've always struggled to have a growing subscriber base. I suppose it's my style of reading, which is very traditional. I love the tarot. I have since I was in my 20s. I'm a water dragon born in 52. And the tarot and astrology has always been a fascination for me. And I do these readings. Yes, I hope to make some money with them, but primarily it's because I want you to also appreciate the tarot, particularly the way I do, as a magical guide from the angels. So what I do is I try to simplify, because I'm blending two very complex esoteric sciences or arts, astrology and the tarot. So we try to keep it simple. I follow the transits of Mars and Venus exclusively. And this month, Mars is transiting through the sign of Scorpio, your sign. I wanted to get to you right away because, first of all, it is your birthday month, as was last month, and I want to wish you a very happy birthday, Scorpio. I have Scorpio rising, so I identify with your sign very deeply. Venus in Scorpio in the first house is quite interesting because it's the house of the ego, the self. It's all about self-expression. Venus is a symbol of beauty, harmony, pleasure, love, cooperation. And it is lighting up your first house of self, bringing in that magic, that glow of love towards yourself. Self-love is the beginning of being able to love others. If you can't love yourself, you can't love others. So you have to take some time and appreciate who you are, what you want, how you appear to others, how your influence is experienced. So self-expression, self-beautification is sort of the implication of the energy of the month. In whatever way you can achieve this. It could be as simple as buying a beautiful new outfit. doing your hair in some way or changing something about your appearance to enhance your appearance. Just being conscious of it is maybe as far as it goes. Being self-conscious, which can lead to self-improvement, but self-awareness, basically. Mars, on the other hand, the planet of aggression, ambition, drive, is in your second house. It's in Sagittarius. The second house is the house of money, finance. So you're being perhaps very proactive in trying to advance your financial circumstances. But guard against disagreements about money, conflict about money, which can arise with Mars in this sector. But primarily, the energy is all about ambition, drive, being driven to earn more money in whatever way, whatever innovative way you can muster up. So this combination of Venus in the first and Mars in the second makes your efforts towards earning more money and becoming more attractive is the primary background, energetic, celestial background for the month. Now, with that all said, let's begin your tarot forecast. So welcome, Scorpio, to your tarot forecast. This is a reading, again, relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Scorpio. As I said, my rising sign is Scorpio. And I feel that these readings are very, very pertinent to me. So I would check all three of those aspects of your chart, sun, moon, and rising, just to get a kind of more rounded and informative reading. If one particular aspect, like your moon, doesn't fit, then look at the rising or the sun sign. All right, so here they are. I put them down where I wanted to actually show you that I'm going to take two cards and randomly turn them upside down. So we've got two reversals in here. The rest of the deck is upright and pre-shuffled, but I will shuffle a little more in front of you. So I hope that you are well. Thank you very much for your messages and your kindness. You have no idea what it's like living out here. My expression is at the edge of the earth, because I live on the Big Island and I'm in a very remote location, off-grid, and I see people. In fact, ironically, I guess I have neighbors whom I've gotten to know a little bit better, and so I'm not completely alone. But for the most part, I rarely see them. And when I receive a message from you, it's like a connection to the rest of humanity, that you give me. And I my heart just leaps when you communicate with me. So thank you very much for that. And if you would like a personal reading, if you enjoy my readings, what I do is I provide an honest and very loving reading, keeping in mind how difficult some situations might be, and to keep you constantly in a state of faith, hope, and love. Because only with faith, hope, and love can you resolve your problems in the most beneficial way, ultimately beneficial way. So that's the way I like to read also to you here on the channel, and my personal readings as well, with all that in mind. So let's begin. This is a 4-card spread. The first card represents the overall mood or energy of the month of November for you, Scorpio. Oh. Well, this indicates, you see, you have Mars in your second house. And here we have the 5 of Swords. Swords are about the mind, about the intellect, about thoughts, about ideas. And what we see here is the end of a battle. The victor in this intellectual battle is the gentleman at the forefront of this scene. His opponents, whom he has defeated royally, are dejected, and they walk away, leaving their swords behind, their ideas, which were not adequate enough to battle his more cogent, relevant, truthful idea. He's won an intellectual battle. So if we look at your astrology forecast, this is a very Martian attitude, scene. Mars in the second of finance, some kind of intellectual battle over money has been won. Finances, what you value, you win. Your opponents, maybe individuals, institutions, organizations, you win. You're a bit also gloating over that win, but it didn't come without some turbulence. It represents the end of that turbulence. And with Mars in the second, generally, it stirs up more earning potential, which may come after a conflict or a battle of ideas. In the position of what is your challenge in this atmosphere, energetic atmosphere, we have the Fool, one of the most beautiful cards, I think, in the deck. Why? Because the Fool is the prime protagonist in the major arcana of the tarot. He sets things moving at the beginning of the deck. His number is 0. Nothing. So nothing precedes the first step, which is the first card. So he is in that state of mind where he is completely anticipating the journey. He's at that precipice where he must take an enormous faith-based leap into the unknown. But he's almost got the same kind of, see this? Look at their faces. They're both very happy, kind of, well, this gentleman who has just won the battle is looking back at his opponents, and there's a bit of egoism in his smile. Whereas the fool has a blissfulness about his smile. He's looking up. He's looking up because he is in touch with his spirit. He's just come from spirit, newly born. He has absolute faith in himself, in his journey. That barking dog at his feet are the naysayers. You're never gonna succeed. You'll never win. You'll never achieve. Or you'll fall in your attempt. But he doesn't listen. He's just about to take that first step. This is an attitude that you have to adopt to achieve that new journey, that beginning of an expedition into the unknown. So, that's your challenge, Scorpio. The third position, my favorite position, is the position of the unexpected, because I like surprises. Maybe you don't, but let's see. How interesting. So in the position of the unexpected, we have another swords card. See that? See him? This is the Seven of Swords. He's a spy. You know that Scorpios are considered to be the best detectives, spies. They like to work undercover. This is a spy working undercover. He has just escaped from the enemy camp, from which he has stolen their swords. He's left them too, but he has the rest. This gentleman who's won the battle has his opponents running away, leaving behind 2 swords. But they're on the ground, meaning they're ineffectual. They have no effect on him anymore. The surprising element in this would be that those swords, those 2 swords, are now upright. So he hasn't left his opponents completely incapacitated. Maybe out of mercy, or he just likes a good fight. The swords are about the intellect. Another intellectual maneuver, shrewd maneuver, underground, undetected, working in the background, working undetected in the background. Again, disarming your opponents, stealing their thunder, but mercifully leaving them something to fight with, not making them a permanent enemy. Having some compassion for your opponent. But nonetheless, you know, when I used to read with another person, she and I used to call this the sneaky card, being very sneaky. So some kind of sneaky, undetected, you kind of want to be under the radar in some respect. All right? So very interesting. Let's see how it all ends. What could all this be leading to? You've got some real intellectual conflicts that are resolved in your favor, which demand action that is less public. Now you've got Venus in the first house, which is a need for socializing. But in that socializing, you might encounter differences of opinion, differences of philosophical value differences that you must overcome in ways that are either direct or disruptive or indirect, but still not as disruptive. Pardon me. Whoa, all right. So then we've got two major arcana cards in this 4-card spread. Two of these cards are swords cards about the mind, about some sort of intellectual battle that you win. And two major arcana cards. This is the eighth card of the major arcana, strength. So Venus in the first. You see how beautiful our maiden is? She is the very embodiment of what Venus is. Venus represents love, harmony, beauty, pleasure, gentility. She is the embodiment of that, of all of that. She's pure, she's good, she's kind, she's gentle. The lion represents the opposite. He's fierce. He's selfish. He's brutal. He's beastly. This beast can represent the world outside that's negative, harsh. It can represent a person who is like this, primitive, brutal, selfish, or it could be a representation of your inner self, the inner demon, the demon of appetite, the demon of desire, which is being tamed now by our Venetian princess. She gently closes the mouth of the lion, and she does it not with whips and chairs, guns. She does it with love. Love overcomes. Love conquers. Self-love conquers appetites, demonic desires. Love overcomes the bully, the beast. This is the outcome. You win. You win an intellectual battle and a spiritual battle, which is even more important. And you display enormous strength of character, enormous strength of resolve, resistance to evil, the evil within yourself and the evil within society or within others. Love is what is all powerful. And that's the lesson you may learn in November 2025. So thank you very much, dear Scorpio, for coming to your forecast and for your love. If you would like a personal reading, I would very much appreciate that. And I'll leave you a link below where you can go to my website, which is called brandcentralhealing.com. And in the shop are the variety of readings that I offer, from relationship readings to career readings to life path readings, where you need simply help knowing where you should be going, what direction you should be heading, or maybe you're going through a major life change, and within your relationship or in your career, perhaps I'd be able to help you connect to your guardian angel and download the advice they give you. So thank you very much for considering me as your reader. I look forward to meeting you soon. Thank you and namaste. Wait for your yoga pose for the month of November. See you next month, Scorpio. Welcome to your yoga pose called Warrior Pose. This pose strengthens your legs, arms, and back. It promotes body awareness, balance, and inner strength, and is appropriate for your strength card that came up in the reading. So let's begin. Step into mountain pose with both feet together. Step one leg back, taking a very large step, maybe 3 or 4 feet back. Angle your back foot. Turn it out to about 45 degrees from the front. Square your hips. Bend the other knee forward right over the ankle and lift your arms high up above you. Keep the feet flat. Make sure that they are pressing into the outer rim of the feet, pulling up through the arms. Keep the knee right over the ankle. Lower yourself. You may even walk the back foot, inching it back further away if you feel balanced. Bring your arms down. Straighten the front knee. Inch the back foot forward. Stand up nice and straight. Shake out the knees, the hands. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath. On the exhalation, step your other leg directly back, putting that foot at a 45-degree angle to the front. Square your shoulders and your hips forward. Bend the front knee. Make sure you're balanced on your feet. Keep the outer rim of the feet firmly planted into the ground. Once you're secure, lift your arms straight up. Hold and breathe. Back knee straight, front knee bent. Feet flat. Pulling up through your arms, face forward. Hold and breathe. Bring your arms down sideways this time. Straighten the front knee. Inch the back foot forward. Stand in mountain pose. Release the shoulders, rolling the shoulders and elbows up. Shake your hands. Shake your knees. Place your hands in prayer and say namaste.